All right, hi, welcome everyone to our live streamed rehearsal process for Undiscovered Country. I'm Kristen Call, co-artistic director of Coriolis Dance, and I created this project with and in collaboration with. Hi, welcome everyone to our live stream. And in collaboration with Madeline Greger. She's there on the screen.
Hi.
And so we welcome you to just be a fly on the wall with us during our rehearsals so that you can actually see what it's really like to be in rehearsal in a creative process. And of course, if you are enjoying this, you can subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. You can like this video, and we welcome your comments and encouragement. All righty. All right, everyone, shall we get going? Why don't we start with just like a mark through with counts, and I might stop along the way if I notice things to clarify. Okay, so we're gonna start with our 16 explorative counts, and then we'll go right into that phrase. Then I'll count you off here. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rolling 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. Great. Sorry, I almost forgot we added that, the flippy hand part at the end. Nice. Yeah, I didn't see anything too out there accounting for video delays. Head swinging is looking like a little bit more inside patterned. Starting to add that breath in pretty strongly. That kind of gasping breath on the roll up, and then out, out. Gasping to come back up to that releve. Yeah, nice press, yeah.
I figure we would like mine and Melissa's part to flip back front for this. So that'll be something that we need to.
Yeah. I don't know. What if it pivoted, or does that seem weird?
I don't feel like that's weird.
Like you're kind of like, I've been looking at videos of bush monkeys. I don't know if you know what these creatures are. They are insane to look at. They are like the tiny, tiny little animals. They don't really look that much like monkeys. They look like sort of like a tiny koala bear with like the hugest red eyes you've ever seen. Kind of squirrel-like in the way that they move. So I was just, yeah, that came up in our rehearsal with Nata was the idea of gaze. So we'll talk more about that. But that idea that like suddenly your attention could like really shift to like see something different. That, or, I mean, or we can like just stay in that stillness there, or have some people move, some people not.
Can we review the counts after 8?
Yeah. So, we have 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we have our hold 5, 6, 7, and 8, and. Sorry, I had my hands the wrong way.
So right palm up, left down.
Yeah.
Left, yeah. 7, head, hand, flip.
So
we have 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Does the left hand like twist to go up, or does it just go? It does. Okay.
Yes. And it pushes the head up. And I would think of that like a kind of like getting pulled from the fingertips up. So it has a little bit of a suspension. Great. Let's do this with some music.
And Kristen, the 16 counts at the beginning, can you just remind me what are the parameters for that exploration?
Yeah, so we're moving from this hidden eye hibernation state into this blinking awake, whatever that exploration was. We'll do more of it so you can kind of play with it more. Blinking awake to more attentive witnessing that ends in this position, ready to step. But as you're you want to try to keep building gradually so that this like crescendo of being really like ready to be in rhythm. So already sort of finding little ways to be in steps with the low body, I think is helpful, and trying to grow that into that step. And likely we're gonna have a lot more than 16 counts. So this is like your sped up version right now. Anybody have any other questions? Clarifications? No? Okay. Here we go. Say the camera's rolling already. Counting you down. 5, 6, 7, 8. First 16. 5, 6, 7, 8. Second 8. That's it, Dustin. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, and step. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Yeah, we'll go through that beginning for facing. What's tripping you up, Presti? Is it the heads?
My sound went out on my
no.
earbuds.
Oh, okay.
That's what.
Okay. And sorry, Dustin, I freaked you out, I think, by saying your name.
No worries. Yeah. It's like, what happened to my sound?
Yeah.
Came back.
Good. Okay. I was just like, yeah, because what you were doing, Dustin, is you were kind of already in groove. In that first 8, you got to groove already. And I think that maybe we need to be able to start to feel that soon. Yeah. Maddie, what do you think about just playing with that pivot so that to get you and Melissa, right? Sorry. Melissa, back to the front.
Yeah. I guess my first question is, Dustin and Presti, what is your front for that? Okay, so you're there. And then you're set on that diagonal for the hands. Okay.
I think they're front.
I just switched back to frontal front for that because we didn't really talk about it. So I kind of just decided to go from here and kind of cut around the corner to here.
Perfect. Yeah, that works.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So we could then just cut to flat back Melissa on the heel clicky part. And then it's probably easiest to flip around to our popped leg.
Turn over the right shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, so no jig, just pivot.
I think we're doing everything up through the normal 8, and then when we start the repeats of the hand, we're gonna start turning then. Kristen, what do you think looks better, turning on the up or turning on the down?
On the up. It's like you're changing your view with the hand. Yeah.
On the first step, on 8.
Let's do 2, because the first one is so fast.
Mm-hmm. Good. Could we try maybe doing that as a canon for you two? Actually, maybe not all together.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe Melissa, you go on the 2 and Maddie, you come around on the 4.
Okay.
And then do you want us to continue flipping after that or just do one flip?
You know, in my mind, it was kind of cool to kind of keep changing perspective. Yeah, what if there were like 2 pivots? So if you're going on 2, Melissa, maybe you also go on 6. And then Maddie, you would go on 8.
Do you want us to try that together, Kristen?
Yeah, let's try that. We go from
the 8?
Yeah, I'll just count from the 5 and we'll go, yeah, from the first flip up. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Yeah, I like it. I feel like Prosty and Dustin should also do it, actually. But maybe just once. I don't know, let's try once and maybe Maddie, you can step out one time and see what you think. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Prosty, why don't you try going on the 4? And then Dustin, try going on the 6. Yeah, okay. So from our 5, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. It's kind of fun. Do you want to see it, Maddie?
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Okay, I will try to be you. Okay.
I start facing back and I flip on 4 and 8.
4 and 8. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's enough flipping?
Yes, Frosty.
Do you want us flipping back around on, so I go on 6, do you want me to flip back around on 7 or 8?
Oh, so it's just 1, so you end up facing the back.
Oh, you don't turn back around.
No.
Got it. Cute.
In my mind, this is happening maybe, well, there's a couple ways this could happen on the site that we're thinking about. There's one kind of bigger opening where there's 2 long strips of concrete. And so in my mind, I'm like, well, we could be having the camera sort of moving around that line as people are facing or doing their flips, so that you maybe, even though you're facing back, the camera might see your front too.
Which direction is everybody ending right now?
So Maddie, your front. Yeah.
Stage for.
Okay.
Justin and me, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone ends up facing upstage, which would then be cool if we added like one more to all flip front together. It wouldn't put us on an 8, but or just fix the count so that there is an extra one on 8 to all flip together.
Let's try everyone flipping again on the 8, but somebody, is it who does a flip on the 8? It's you, Maddie. So maybe you need to do your second flip earlier and not flip on the 8, unless you really want to see everybody flip around together, like a unison feeling. So then
yeah, I think it'd be cool if it was, yeah, like.
Okay. So then what if
I could flip on because I flip on 4 and then I could flip on 6 and 8 and just do 3.
Yeah, let's try that. Okay. And 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. Great. I like it. And I like the idea of that pivot being like really like sharp. Like you get there and you like stick it.
Are we all pivoting on our right leg, right? Is that? Or
Should be, yeah.
Okay. Just
yeah.
sure.
Because that's one that's propped up, beveled. Yeah.
And Melissa and I are going forward and not backward.
Oh.
I don't know if Dustin.
Open
Yeah.
right shoulder.
Do you like the forward better, the way that looks?
I don't really know if I have a preference.
Because I think what's interesting about the backwards is that maybe that you're being led a little bit more by the eyeball rather than when you're stepping forward around. It's much more about your actual eyes. Yeah. I think I like that better. Yeah. Cool. Any other questions? Let me think. Just a clarification. So from this, you want to be ready to drop that knee in on 7. I think it's just getting a little muddy. Yeah. So it swings, lifts, plants. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Can we quickly clarify 2 counts that I'm not sure about? After here, after 7, 8, just the 1, 2. I'm not sure about.
1, your knee comes up by itself, and then on 2, you head tail together.
And on 1, your focus stays up?
Yep.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
7, 8, 1, 2, and go back.
So 8,
1,
1,
I think so. Was it 1 and 2 or 1, 2 and?
I thought this was 1 and 2, 3.
3, 4. Okay.
So
That's what my body tells me.
1 and 2, 3. Change the focus 4.
Yes. Yep.
7, 8. 1 and 2,
3. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'm also a little bit curious about this moment where you're sort of like paused for like 2 counts. It's like 2.5 counts because we're getting and 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's like 3.5, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and I don't know. I just feel like I want to see like activity there, like that witnessing or something. You know what I mean, Maddie?
Yeah.
That maybe doesn't have to be like everybody does the same thing, but it could be something that you're discovering about like how you see with these eyes.
Do we want to, allow like the right hand to investigate? So everyone is doing right hand, but y'all can choose
I like that. Yeah.
what to see.
Yeah, like this eye is like, we're only going to look at the ground, but this other eye gets to survey. Yeah. Cool. Let's go through one more time with music, and then we can do some exploring about that hand and other things.
You gotta move.
Okay. Camera roll. 5, 6, 7, 8, action. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 7, 8, and 1. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 7, and 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Love all those. Okay. There's one other place where it gets a little lost. It's from this moment. So grabbing under 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5. And Maddie, maybe you can clarify too, is the 5 sort of like a little hit there, or does it like just gently resolve?
I feel like I finally fully released my head on 5.
Okay. 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Yeah. So where it's getting a little lost, I think, is the head before the push. And this is such an exciting moment. I feel like this like really quick grab, open, swing, head. Like it all just like is like quick fire, one after the other. And I don't know, for myself, maybe Maddie, you can clarify what you're looking for with that. But I always felt like the kind of the mechanicalness, and then this being like much more fluid.
Yeah,
was fun.
That was, yeah, basically exactly what I was exploring was those two things.
Do those counts then together from the Martha. So we have, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Oh, Destiny, you're getting really low on that. On this. How far down, Maddie, do you want this to be? Because I think, Destiny, you're like all the way over.
Oh, for the heel?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like my head is at my knee and I don't really, it's not a super big plie. It's like a soft knee bend.
But you're keeping your body low?
Yeah.
Does this hand come across when you do that? I thought it came there. Or is it when you push to your foot?
Yeah, I always brought my arms together on the step of 7.
Okay, cool. All right. So soft body stays. Great. Let's do that one more time with those changes. Go, and Martha, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Awesome. Yeah. That's a lot clearer. Cool. Yay. So we can change modes here a little bit.
Quickly go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, totally. Can you hear my voice okay over the music?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I'm talking. You can understand me.
Yeah, a little bit for me, off and on, just a tiny bit. So.
A little bit.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, should my voice be louder or the music?
I'm not sure. I mean, I can hear you when your voice isn't cutting out. So I don't know if it's just a combination of the two things going at the same time.
It might also help testing it if we all mute ourselves, because I feel like Zoom cuts people out when sound is pulled from a different screen.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what we should do. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this exploration of finding the differences between hibernation and the witnessing. And I'll kind of just prompt you a little bit as we go. Okay. Starting to find your creature body, the way that you receive feedback from the earth, the deep bottoms, the way you can go deeper into the ground surface of your feet, that gentle prodding and moving. There's a relationship between you and the earth. So, as you're feeling the earth up with your body, you're also going to start feeling the textures of your body, the bark of your skin, and all the details that exist there, striations of your body. Places where there's not. Is it on a joint that's curling? Is it in your flesh? And then the branches of your arms being pulled by a wind. Imagine a strong gust taking you one way and then the other. And then if this is you in hibernation, the processes of your body are slowed down inward, preserve you for stasis time. But you're not just your eyes, every once in a while, you need to do a surveying, fluttering into awareness. Make sure that you're start to give more vision to the eyes of the hands, looking around your space, around the floor. What kind of things might you need to watch out for? Smaller creatures wanting to creep up you. What's near you and around you that you need to be able to what's far away? Is there a periscoping to see above where your body is? A part of your body. Do you have to see anything coming in from the sides? And then let the seeing of those eyes bring you out of your hibernation. So how are you going to be more attentive to the watchfulness? Imagine that you're shifting, coming away from your tea milk into a forage. You're going to start looking for those poisonous apples. Look around, maybe they've fallen from the tree, they're on the ground. Maybe there's some that you can pick within your reach. They're bright red or gold. So maybe your eyes are really equipped to see those colors strongly. What is that searching and foraging with the hand? You see what happens when your hand eye gets to a part of your body. How do you change your perspective by moving that attachment place? What would it mean for you to tilt your eyes? Like we tilt our heads when we're inquisitive, when we're questioning, when we're relenting. And start to gather some of those apples. What is it like to pick them up with the opposite side of your hand eye? Do you need to look at it still with the other hand eye? Other objects that you might be interested in are bones. Maybe you have more of a collector's eye for the bones. When you find a bone, you're going to switch from your foraging eyes to your incredibly focused, attentive eyes. What is it to snap into focus? Yes, nice. How can those hands lead the whole body into focus? How do those hand eyes lead your own eyes into intense focus? Be really legible here about how you're looking with your human eyes and your hand eyes. Hand eyes are maybe special. They have more power than your human eyes. Maybe they have more ways of perceiving your environment. Maybe they give you location information. Maybe they give you information from your electromagnetic field. Is it better for you to cover your human eyes so that you have special eyes? Beautiful. Awesome. Let's gather for a sec. I'm really curious. I know that was a lot of things. I didn't really mean to lump all those things together, but it just kind of happened. So what were some kinds of discoveries that you made about your physicality, how you relate to the world around you, how you can use your hand eyes? Oh, we lost Dustin.
I was playing with going back and forth between like a gradual scan, like a panoramic scan of the eyes, and then like a quick sudden change, smooth and sharp.
I actually was thinking about which one was it? Was it the Twin Towers, the movie about the Hobbit with the eye in Mordor or something? And that was the imagery that came into my head, how the eye always scans, and then, you know, scanning for the ring, and then when it senses the ring, it quickly moves and shifts, kind of like Melissa's idea of like the scanning eye. So that was really something that informed my movement, that imagery.
Yeah, talking to Nata the other day, he also like had some impressions that maybe the eye emitted light, which I think tracks with that, because I think the Eye of Mordor can like kind of spotlight as it's moving around. Yeah, and I really like that sense of like you are a somewhat dangerous creature also. Yeah, you are part of nature, but to humans maybe you might be somewhat dangerous in that sense of being more powerful.
For the like focused gaze, I started off very like they're both looking like with the same depth, with the same perception, and then I like tried to like pull one in front and one behind, and it's like, how does that change the gaze to have one near and one far? What are they seeing? And how does it change? I didn't really have any answers, but I was exploring that idea of using both near and far gaze to like really investigate this bone that was encountered, like at a microscopic level, and maybe seeing far is seeing the past and seeing what it once was.
Yeah, I just said, I like that. But then maybe
and
there's
silence.
Maybe there's a sense of time perception ability in the hands. Yeah, I something that I've been thinking about is like how how these creatures might perceive, or do they even have opinions about the way the world is kind of in destruction. It's been destroyed. It wasn't their fault. I'm gonna assume that it was humans, and they're sort of left in it. Yeah, so really interesting to think about, like, yeah, maybe the eyes can still be seeing that destruction unfolding. And they have that perspective of, like, when they encounter a human, that they can see both of those things still very in a present sense. It's not like, oh, that was a long time ago, and I can see this new human in a new way. Not responsible. Maybe it kind of like collides together in a way. Anyone else?
I really liked playing around with foraging with my eyes. That was like a fun, like trying to act like my arms were squirrels. I just found it enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to send you links for these like bush monkeys because they're so like they're very cute, but also they're very disturbing.
Do they have like the really big eyes?
Yeah, they are humongous and they're red. And they can just like they'll just be like still, and then something like jumped like above your head onto like an object or tree or something. Like it's just like alarming how quick those reflexes can be for smaller creatures. And I kind of like the idea that, yeah, maybe there's a sense of like in hibernation, this like more like gooey feeling, but coming into more active witnessing brings some of those like creaturely quick movements into your body more. Cool. Anyone else have thoughts? Okay, so there was one more exploration that we wanted to get to. We're going to start using sound a little bit. So I might play some music, but I think I'm just to make it really soft because this is for you to kind of be responding to each other as much as we can. We'll do our best. And this is a kind of echo response exercise. So if you've ever done the breathing mimicking with me, it's similar to that idea. So we're going to introduce 3 different sounds that you can make. There's the breath that we have already in the phrase, which would be the kind of gasping inhale and that audible exhale. There's also going to be in the phrase an apple bite, which is a chomping of the teeth, and we mimic the sound of the apple. Yeah, so that's number 2. And number 3 is kind of like an open-mouthed bite. So you can think a little bit like your fangs, maybe. And that's the 3rd one. Growly almost. Yeah. So what we're going to do with those 3, I guess it's really 4 if you count the inhale and the exhale separately, up to you. With those sounds, we're going to find our creature bodies. Maybe we're going to be in foraging mode. And anytime you hear somebody make one of the sounds, you're going to try and as quickly as you can repeat it. And we're just going to see, yeah, you can instigate sounds, but you're also responding to sounds. So hoping that this feels a little bit like you're communicating with each other as you're foraging. Okay. This will be a shorter one. Okay. There is a little sound there, but I want you to be able to really hear each other. Okay, finding your creature body. Finding your searching hand eyes. And in your foraging for apples. And come to a rest. Okay. How was that? I feel like it's a little hard, maybe, to do this through Zoom.
Hard to like feel like I'm fully invested in my own thing while still being aware of everyone else. Zoom. But
yeah.
Still.
How did it feel in your body to make those sounds?
Appropriate.
Yeah.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the foraging fingers, and then you discover an apple, and then you're like,
Yeah.
It's mine.
Yeah.
It really helped get me into character.
Nice. Okay. The gasping inhales were very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't really other than like matching it with like staccato movements. I'm like, what is this gasping? I didn't find any like revelations about what it could mean. Did anybody else? The sighs felt like a sigh, like a releasing of maybe like contentment after eating. Damn to me.
as an observer, especially with those gasps, when I heard the repeat the most closely after. And it made it seem like you were sending a signal on, in a way, like watch out. And then you're passing on that information to the next person. And I don't know, there's something like really interesting about that gasp, because it's like sort of vulnerable sounding. But it did seem a little bit like sounding an alarm that the whole community needs to know about something to be more aware and attentive to.
I really like that.
Okay. Oh. Writing down. Yeah, writing down that's a good idea.
Yeah, I really like that idea of like sounding the alarm through the breath. I think it could be really interesting.
I was watching some seagulls over the weekend. So I was up in Gig Harbor and watching them drop crabs from the sky down onto the rocks, and then then scramble over to where they dropped it and sort of like pick at it, and then to notice like how that sound would bring other birds around, and so they just sort of like have to be like that around their crab as they picked at it, like, no, this is mine, you don't get it. So the apple bite, yeah, what you're saying, Prosty, that definitely registers on that level, like, I got this one, not you. Cool. We should get to learning more of the phrase, and we'll just sort of like keep incorporating some of these ideas into how we're moving in the phrase. And I think is it you, Maddie?
It is.
Yeah.
So we are now all facing forward in these pieces. And first you're going to plie with your gaze down. And then we have a little shift onto our right leg. And our gaze kind of shifts to like over the shoulder. You're peeking through your arm there. And then your arm reaches out like it's foraging. You cover your other eyes. And then your foot pops and your arm bends at the same time. So we're looking up, and then it's down on one, shift, two, arm goes, and three, and then on four, we step onto that leg, and the arm pulls across the body. So that's 3 and 4. On 5, you would drop this arm and you catch your leg. And then you would hamlet your arm, catch your head, and you like rise as you fall. There's like a little ball change as you come down. And your arms kind of come back to that like opening position. So we have plie, shift, arm, bend, step through, catch, hamlet, head, rise, and then ball change.
Do you want it to be the opening with the hidden eyes? Or you want to more the paw?
I guess I was thinking more of the, like our resting position.
Yeah. Okay.
Rather than the. Okay. So with counts through the end is down on 1, shift 2 and 3, and step through 4, catch 5, flip and 6, rise 7 and 8. Little faster or go on?
Again, I think.
Again, okay. So 6, 7, 8, down 1, shift 2, fire, arm, bend, step, catch, flip, rise, and off, change.
What are the arms on 8? Can't see you anymore.
So you're here, you rise, and then you come into that position. And then to clarify for the beginning, you have a look, left arm out, right arm hiding, left arm pulls through, and your right arm rests around on your chest. And then you catch your foot, Hamlet, head. And there's like a slight push as you rise to bring those down. Una más?
Yes.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I screwed up. I don't know if anyone else got that, but this all used to be on the ground, and then we changed it because dancing on your knees on concrete would be no bueno.
Let's do that again.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Catch 5, 6, 7, 8.
On Hamlet, does your hand come to your head or do they meet together?
Let's do it. Come together so that then your arm can push your head up as you rise onto releve.
And then in the very beginning, I think I'm the only one with my palm up. So I think I missed when it flips. Because don't we start with the right palm up?
Start with the left palm up.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, this hand is up though. Does this hand up?
Yeah, isn't the
Or
right
down?
hand up? Like,
No,
The right
palm
hand.
down.
oh,
Oh, when did that flip? Do you know then? Yeah, Melissa, I think I had the same question then.
It's that way from the beginning. So left hand palm up, right hand palm down. And it just opens head, hand, left one flips.
Okay. I was doing the opposite. Okay.
Great. Maybe a couple more times and then go on. I can count for you.
Thank you.
Go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. It's a lot packed in there. Let's keep going then.
So we landed our left foot in front, and we're gonna do a little promenade turn with our right leg in flamingo. So you have 7, 8, 1 and 2, and make your way so that you're perpendicular to the front. 1 and 2 and 3, E and 4, and are just ponies to the back with your right leg still being popped. So you land, and then you just hook it down, 3, E and 4, and you want to be like almost parallel to the ground with your upper body, and then and 5, your right leg does a slight release to step onto it. And then your arms come back to this position. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm elbow in. Left arm swings to come up, and then your right arm just kind of pinches in to your side. And then you have a bobble, swivel back. You shift weight from your right to your left, and you pop your opposite leg. And then you just have a shift forward and backward. So you kick, you land, you shift, you forward, back. Do we want to go from 7, 8, 7, well, and 8?
Here we go. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and.
Can you do the counts again from the promenade?
Yeah, so we have 7 and 8 will change. 1 and 2 and 3, E and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8.
One more time, a hair slower.
Yeah. And 8, 1 and 2 and 3, E and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Yeah, Melissa, you can make the swivel smaller. Yeah. Because I think the shift of weight helps emphasize it so that you don't have to do so much in your upper body to make it look like a swivel.
I'm curious, Maddie, about this shift. Is it more like how a balance feels, I guess, where you're like putting weight down on that leg, or is it more like a releve where you still have weight on that back leg?
I still have a little bit of weight. I kind of like think about straightening and coming onto it and then coming back.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
Yeah. Okay, cool. That was kind of what I was picking up, but I wanted to
I'm not worried.
make sure we all were seeing that.
I really like how I feel like I've seen Melissa do it a couple times, and whatever she's doing looks great. I don't know if that's what I'm doing, but
another clarification. So is this flamingo foot Barbie or full point?
Barbie.
Barbie.
Do the little ball changes go upstage or backwards?
we want to do something
Upstage.
Oh,
the
okay.
30th.
Yep. So you can start here and then just travel along that side.
You know, see how you're feeling.
And do you gradually reach out to parallel, or is that just not till 4?
I would say I gradually do it. Yeah. So do. Yeah, so we just gently start reaching out.
Is 5 with a releve or flat?
In the first half of the phrase.
Second half, I guess.
Ooh, Melissa.
I don't know. I thought I saw Maddie doing that, but we don't need to. I don't know.
It's beautiful.
I think it is beautiful. I might have to fall over. We can work. Does everybody want to try it and see if it's something we want to do?
I like it.
I feel like it looks, in a way, less awkward to go up onto releve when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you just stay flat, I feel a little like, oh yeah, Frosty, yeah.
Whew. So that's like a straight leg popping up there. Because you're like back on that hip. That actually does feel good. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it should be fun, but yeah. Anyway.
Do we want to go once more from the 8 before we add on?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8 and. Let's do that again. I don't know why, but for me, it's the step across as one that trips me. Yeah, making that the separate. Yeah, that's this and that separate. Okay. Here we go. 7 and 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6 and 7 and
I just wanted to know, like,
1
oh, I
and
could be
2
table
and
or
3
whatever,
and
and I'm like,
4
okay,
and 5,
or, you know what I mean?
6
But I'm
and
also pretty much
7
other
and
ones.
8
Yeah.
and.
Like your worst skill just didn't even renting a car.
Lost you, Dustin,
Or
but
like
I assume that that went okay for you.
we're barely down. the
Okay.
middle.
Cool. Shall we keep going? What are we doing? Are we doing anything to this phrase? This is a canon, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. So learn it and then well, I think less canon, more ripple.
Uh-huh.
So I really love this phrase. We ended here. Your arm is going to do another circle counterclockwise and find an apple on your head as your feet shift and you face the left. And then you have it to Michael Jackson's. And then you drop your head. This one's hard to describe. Like the worst. So we just had Michael Jackson. Drop your head and you shift back over your right, and your head is like a little circle down to the right, up, back, down. And your arms stay until your head goes back down, and then your right one falls behind. Then you do like a little body roll with your arm coming up, finding the heel of your hand on your forehead, and then you bring it to an apple in front of your mouth, all while looking up. Yeah. So let's go from the forward, back, circle around, Michael Jackson, turn, fall, bring it up, apple. And my other arm, when does it go? It falls onto my thigh as I come down and bring my left arm back, and then it stays on my thigh for the palm and the apple. So, Kristen?
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify. So when we go around to Michael Jackson, is this the 3 fingers, or are all fingers connected for the apple versus the 3?
I think it's a 3.
The 3, okay.
Yeah.
So those frog finger, but now we sort of have more of this feeling of apple.
Yeah.
Rather than a floating, more open, it's more holding the shape of the apple.
And then the counts are circle 1, land 2, and 3, and 4, 5, down 6, up 7, and 8.
That again, please.
Yeah. So we went and 8, circle 1, land 2, and 3, and 4, 5, down 6, up 7, and 8. So you have all of 7 to bring your arm up, and it doesn't have to land onto your forehead until and then it switches to apple on 8. One more time from that 8. So we just did 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go 1, land 2, and Michael and Jackson. Around, down, arm, and apple.
Are you dropping your head with the swing? Like all the way down?
Yes.
Okay.
Swing, down, drop the head, bring it up with the arm, land, and up.
So that roll up from there starts with the feet.
Yeah, your heels, lift like slightly off the ground as your arm comes forward. And you can have breath in your knees and bend them a little bit. They don't have to be stick straight, but you don't have to like super wobble. Do we want to try adding that on to the walkie phrase?
Yes, I will count. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and a 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and. Apple is on the 8 of the, or sorry, the and of the 8?
Apple's on 8.
On 8, okay.
Mm-hmm.
One more time, I think.
Yeah.
You can go 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. To-do. Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going on. There's one more 8 of this phrase and then we're good. But it's another jam-packed 8. So we just landed on 8. Hold 1 on and your foot pops. 1 and 2, your head comes down. And you do a hip circle, counterclockwise to the left. And then you look with your apple forward, and then you show your apple. Okay, so again from 8, apple, 8, hold 1, hop down, hip, circle, look, show. You do another hip circle to shift your weight onto your left foot, And then you do this little thingy in or perfect. Yeah, I'm like, how do I even describe this? Turn in, turn out, and cross your feet. And then you just step up onto releve, parallel to the front, and then you squish your apple down with a little like body roll. And that's the end of the 8. So we have apple, 8, hold 1, foot, goes hip, go, look, show, shift your weight in, cross, and squish.
Something that I'm noticing here is that shift to the front to show the apple. I think I always just kind of like flipped the hand and kept it in front of me, but it looks like you are kind of like bringing it a little bit more out to the side.
Yeah. So I go B, 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 B. Yeah.
Okay. And then pointed or Barbie?
Pointed.
Because I don't know what I was doing. I feel like I was maybe doing Barbie and then point. But whatever. We can.
Listen, I think that for that apple, since like my shoulders are very facing that way.
Oh.
It shouldn't be too like open.
Okay. I think I was going more frontal.
I feel like it's probably safe to say Barbie for all of these little pick up and put downs with your feet. I don't even know if my toes point anymore. I Barbie so often. I'm like.
Can we do this counts again?
Yeah. So you land on 8, hold 1, and pop your foot 2, bring it back down, and 2, and 3 your hip rolls, and you look at the camera, 4 you show the apple, 5 you swivel to the other leg, and 6 and 7 squish.
And your focus remains facing downstage?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay.
Once you look at the camera, it all just stays as your body.
Okay. Can we do that one more time? Maybe a
Yeah.
little faster. Thanks.
Well, thank you. So we land 8, hold 1, and 2, and 3, and apple, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. You basically have a move on every beat and from 1 to 4, and then 5 gets its own swivel, and then you keep going, and 6 and 7, if that helps anyone.
Should we put it all together from the last one here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, E, and a 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Let's just do that last 8 together. Here, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. One more time, that 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8. Yeah. Let's go from here all the way through the end there. 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and a 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8.
Talk about the last body roll a little bit.
Yeah. So I feel like
I think a lot about the opening, that arched back position.
Yeah. Like, can you talk about it? And I'm like, can I talk about it?
Is it actually a roll, or are you just like kind of sinking into an arch back?
It kind of feels
Tail
like
head.
the latter. I don't know. Now I'm over examining it and I feel like I can't even do it. But I think Kristen's
Sorry, go ahead.
right that it curves to sink, but
the head does lead you up to the arch. Yeah, to me it feels like a curl, and then your hand is mimicking what the head is doing as you resolve into the plie arch. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, as your hand comes in and pushes down, both open at the same time.
And To me, this almost feels like, yeah, I like the image of the squishing the apple into the earth. I also like this idea of like your cane or something, that you're like pushing that cane down in order to push your body up.
That helps a lot.
Like lost all movement in my spine. I was like,
I think it might help to actually link this with the whole phrase. Or do you want to just look at this phrase a couple more times by itself from this last moment? How are you guys feeling? Is everyone feeling?
I'm happy to do Maddie's one more time.
Yeah, okay. There we go. 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Let's try this section with music. Does anyone? I thought I heard somebody had a question. Okay. Where's my music? There it is. Five, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Aha. Let's go one more time with music. And I'll watch more to see how you're doing. Although, Dustin, I can't see you at all. That helps. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Yeah. It's a lot to think about, being 2, right? Oops, sorry, no, 2 and.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1 and 2. I think starting to find, once you feel a little bit more in your body, like I sort of started to explore for myself. Maddie, you can tell me if this was like on the right track, but that sort of like more dangly sense of the body and the branches of the body, like the kind of like the hanging from the wrist, this like sort of perching from the branch, the bows of you like swinging around. Whoa, the wind took you. Even things that have sharp moments later, like these, like all of these swings, like having like a really full sense of that in your body. And then that like, it's my apple. my apple, my apple. And I always did this very swingy here too. I don't know. Yeah, it's good. 7 and 8. Oops, wrong one. 1 and 2. Yeah, like I always liked to exaggerate that moment a lot. I don't know if you want it to be more just like functional.
I feel like it's like a double circle out, circle in.
Got it.
And you've got like a full count to do it, so it can be nice and juicy.
Yeah. And this is like such an aggressive, I don't know, it feels aggressive. Like, look what I have. I don't know if this is a moment to like, we don't have to answer this like right this moment, but like, is this like a tempting, like, come take my apple? Or like, I dare you to take what's mine? Something to have in mind. Because I don't know, I think in our minds, this is like both, started to become both apple and skull. Like, yeah, pushing the skull into the ground, crushing the skulls under your hands and your feet. Yeah, mashing the bones.
I feel like they're definitely like interchangeable and like morph into each other.
Yeah. Cool. Shall we? Let's see. Oh, we're out of time. So, closing thoughts. Next time we see each other on Sunday, we did get the later time. That's going to be good for all of us. Yay. And so we'll talk, I think probably is a good idea to talk then about practicalities of like what we're planning for costumes, makeup, hair, what to bring with you to the set, what to already have prepared, that kind of stuff. Other than that, that's all I got. Do you have anything else, Maddie?
I'm sure you saw on social media, but everyone has been funded. Yesterday at like 10 o'clock a.m. we received our last push for all of the dancers to be funded, and so it's definitely faster than what we were expecting. So we're kind of pushing forward and getting into funding like our cinematographer and the musician and things. And then if we have excess, we'll start giving out more. but it's so exciting. Also share the live streams. Anyone who like watched this after like our actual live rehearsal, Sunday will be in the evening. And so if you have any friends that like aren't do anything and they're dancers and they just kind of like want to learn some choreography, they're more than welcome to watch the live stream and do it. Or just like watch and hang out. Yeah.
Yay. Always a pleasure. It's been so fun this morning. Oh, I have become anti-morning person in the last year. So a little bit of a struggle to actually get up and be ready. But yeah, thank you all for being here, ready to go at the start. And I'll see y'all Sunday. Y'all are awesome. Love you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm gonna end this stream.
Dope.
All right, that's all we have for today, folks. Tune in on Sunday, 5:30 p.m. if you want to catch us live in our next rehearsal. Take care.